This is SocialBuzzTV.
Hey, what's happening, guys? We actually snuck in the green room real quick here with my new friend Scott Monty.
You're lucky we let you in.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Sebastian.
Hold security back. Absolutely. What a privilege to sit down with you. Really enjoyed your talk today.
Thank you.
About Google+. My ears really perked up today when I heard that Scott would be talking about Google+, because as most of you know, Ford was the first brand allowed to really guinea pig beta Google+ and say, hey, Google decided they wanted to allow brands into that space. So I was excited to hear you talk about that. Why Google+ for brands?
Well, when you think about it, I mean, Google+ is not as much of destination as much as it is the glue that holds so much of the web together. You think about everything that Google has access to, or the programs and products and services that Google owns, from Gmail to YouTube, to maps, to places, to analytics, to search, most importantly. And what brand isn't interested in its search results, right? And when you put social as a layer on top of all of that, and you use Google+ to bring it together, you know, I like to think about it as, you know, Facebook developed from the inside out. They started out within the college organizations and then branched out to the public and then the rest of the web. Google, on the other hand, has the web pretty much in its hands, and all it has to do is to bring that stuff together.
Right.
I think it's much more powerful, and when you consider from a brand's perspective the ability to be top of search results, which everybody wants to be top of search results, and to be top of search results in a contextual way, where you can see the people in your life that are talking about things that are important to you, or recommending products that you're looking to do a search on, that's gold.
It's a sleeping giant, in my opinion.
It really is.
And I think that you know, Gary Vee talks a lot about us really underestimating where we're at with all this.
Mm-hmm.
This is it's, you know, he says it's the first inning, may even be the national anthem with social in general, but with Google's growth or Google+ growth rather of 100 million in such a short amount of time.
Yeah.
I was excited to see Ford jump on, even though you guys were, you know, the beta testers, but now have really been able to wrap your heads around creating that presence and really set the tone for other large brands.
We have, and we really view this as a partnership. And we understand Google's working with other brands as well. It's not like we're the only ones.
But you were the first.
Well, we were first, and we really took it seriously when they said to us, we want your feedback. We want you to tell us what we should be doing better.
Oh.
And when you look at the fact that the Google+ team had some 120 engineers who were spread out across the network, interacting with people in those early days to find out what worked and what didn't, and what they wanted. So we took that very seriously, and we said, all right, if you're going to create a brand experience, here are the things that would be important to us. And they listened, and you know, they obviously haven't been able to integrate everything. We had a big list, but they took it very seriously, and they've kept us pretty close in terms of helping us understand what's on their radar, what's important to them, how they're taking what we said and maybe positioning it a little bit differently based on other things that they're working on. And it really is a partnership.
It's a beautiful, it seems like a beautiful marriage at that. So your background's in marketing. How did the position evolve? How did you end up with Ford? And just kind of just a quick history on how you became the social media head ninja, if you will.
It's one of those things that I just, every day I wake up and pinch myself and ask myself how it happened, and remind myself how lucky I am to be representing this American and global icon like Ford Motor Company. It's absolutely astounding. I was working at the time, about 4 years ago or so, for a small firm called Crayon, which has since been acquired, helping big brands understand and grapple with social media and put together strategies to get where they are in social media. And I worked with Coca-Cola and American Airlines and Panasonic and a few other brands. And one day Ford came calling, and they said, we've heard about what you do. We need somebody like that internally to lead our efforts. We've been doing this for too long as just a hobby,
right,
and we need some leadership.
It's time to get serious.
And I asked if I had to move to Detroit. Because I was virtual at the time, I figured out this social media, I can work from anywhere.
Right.
I had been in Boston for 20 years,
right,
where my life was, right? And they said, yeah, you do. This is a leadership position. So after a little bit of hemming and hawing, I eventually made my way out there. And I have never looked back, and my only regret is that I didn't do it sooner.
Awesome. How long are you doing with Ford now?
About 3.5 years.
Fantastic. You talk about dream job. Scott's got it, I think.
It's my dream job.
I'd say so. So if the attendees here at Social Fresh East, which has been a phenomenal conference so far, I'm sure you agree, if there's one thing that you wanted them to walk away with based on your talk today, what would it be?
Well, I think, you know, the notion that it's okay to experiment and not to be afraid of new and different technologies, particularly with Google+, to think about it in a much more broad perspective rather than just another Facebook.
Right.
You know, Facebook and Google+ each deny that they're going up against each other. They're in the same sphere, but to be able to frame the experience on Google+, just as I did before, about what's going on in the rest of the web and what people are doing and how you take all of that activity and start to surface it as people are looking for the products and services that your brand provides.
Right. Great, great advice. Well, I appreciate your time. Talking to a true gentleman here, a true social media maven, as we like to refer to people within our field. It's great to chat with you. It's been great to meet you. It's been great to wear a bow tie alongside you.
I wondered if that was going to come up. And remember, kids, bow ties never go out of style because bow ties are never in style.
Wow, I love that. Well, hey, thanks so much for your time, Scott.
My pleasure.
And stay warm in Michigan and keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
Awesome, thank you.